Well, I'm now joined by Howard Yu, who is an author and expert in business innovation. He teaches at the IMD Business School in Lausanne in Switzerland. Welcome. Thanks very much for being with us. Firstly, WeChat and this deal. What is your assessment of where that is at?
I mean, it's so hard to predict what's going to happen in the next 48 hours. It might well be WeChat or TikTok decided to file a lawsuit in California, stop the execution of the executive orders. But when you see this rolling saga over the last few weeks, one thing stood out is there is no security expert or cybersecurity specialist to comment upon, are we taking the right approach? If we try to safeguard American, data privacy, is shutting down just these two apps enough, or we are doing the wrong thing? All that is saying is everything we're talking about is lack of transparency, it's lack of evidence, it's all based on executive order, and that is the biggest danger going forward.
So if TikTok is banned from US markets, what does that mean in terms of a commercial sense for businesses? And then we'll talk about the consumers in a moment.
I mean, it will send shockwave to big advertisers, whether you're Nike or Unilever, whether you're European companies or American firm. It's all of a sudden is telling you, well, whatever advertisement plan that you have is abruptly disrupted, and there is no advance warning. And so here in Switzerland, when I talk to executives, they always say these days it's so hard to predict the future. They're curbing the spending. They are cutting down R&D because of the economic crisis. But most importantly, is the lack of the future roadmap. And I think this is just a very bad timing in the moment.
We've just got a piece of information. I'm sure you'll be interested to hear this if you haven't heard already from Reuters, talking about the decision to block WeChat starting from Sunday. A US judge in California has declined to block the Commerce Department ordering that issue that will prohibit US app stores from offering WeChat for download. It went on to say that the court is available for hearing these emergency motions only, and that WeChat users did not immediately respond to the request for comment on whether or not they will move an emergency motion on this. So the back and forth continues, doesn't it?
Correct. It is so interesting to see historically what makes Silicon Valley amazing or Shenzhen in China amazing is these technologists can really focus on the product, build the best product, and the world would take care of the rest. In fact, the role of the government is to encourage innovation and entrepreneurship. What we are seeing in this episode is the government is actually blocking organizations to finding the next way out. I mean, TikTok is happy to work with Oracle potentially to make sure they have full, complete transparency for independent audit. But that is also throwing into huge uncertainty. So I think we are facing a seismic shift in terms of business environment. So executive or engineers are all feeling the chill right now because of this unfolding saga at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I could talk to you for hours about this because we haven't even talked about TikTok and the consumers yet, but maybe we'll do that the next time we see you. Thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate your time. Thank you.